Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We are taking a look at the energies coming in for the month of May. And I think we just passed over into Taurus season. Am I right? I think we are a few days into Taurus season. And so, Taurus, you have a special seasonal reading coming up here very shortly here. Maybe I'll get around to that this weekend, but welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Tonight we're going to take a look at all signs. We're going to tap into the energy coming in for May. And I hope to just tap into each sign very quickly, get in and get out. Take a look and see what's happening for you. What changes are happening for you as we move into May. And I will be taking the time to, let's see, label each reading. Up first, we have Taurus. Okay. Taurus. What is changing for you during your birthday season? What's leaving? Let's find out. For Taurus, like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Let me know how it resonates. Take a moment to comment. Be so appreciative if you do that. Please and thank you. All right, let's take a look. See, what is Taurus leaving behind in the month of May? For Taurus. So we have the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Judgment. I think you could be leaving behind like indecisiveness and overthinking, especially with the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. This gives me the energy of like being in the zone, just being in the zone, overthinking, not really coming to a conclusion or a decision. So you could be leaving behind overthinking, thinking too hard, making things more difficult than they need to be. You could also be leaving behind indecisiveness or not taking opportunities with the Four of Cups. Being in this really kickback energy, it's not really taking anything seriously. You may be deciding that you're going to actually take advantage of things that are in your disposal this month, kind of getting up and, being about business more. You could be leaving behind as well things that keep rising from the past. Or always looking for something to come back around from the past. You may be letting that go. There could be someone or something that usually comes back. I feel like you're just walking away from it. You're releasing it. With the Ten of Pentacles coming out, it's almost like you want something more now. You're ready for something more. You may have decided that you want more abundance, or you just want more when it comes to opportunities and feeling fulfilled, not really having to worry about money or things, right? You want to be able to provide that for yourself. Yeah. For somebody, you might want like a better paying job. I don't know if you've just been kind of accepting things as they are, allowing opportunities to pass you by, but you've decided that you are going to step up. You've been giving this a lot of thought, maybe even praying on it too, Taurus. I feel like you're ready to take this seriously. You've been spending a lot of time in deep thought, just really thinking about this. You may be challenged with trusting yourself with this. That may come through as a challenge for yourself when it comes time to move, trusting yourself or believing, right, in yourself that you can do this. You can do this. By all means, do it, right? Even if it doesn't turn out right the first time, keep going, keep doing it until you land where you want to be. I do feel like it's going to be with the Five of Wands. It's going to be like a shaky road. For some of you, this may be a big step that you're making that is going to cause you to need you to barrel down and even be more disciplined. Maybe even be more structured, cause more structure to come in with how you're doing things day to day, with your time, with your energy, what you're giving your energy to. I think that might come in as the end result is becoming a little bit more disciplined so that you can realize where it is you want to go now, the changes you want to bring in. Maybe even being a little bit more disciplined with your money as well, and surrounding yourself with people who will help you to feel empowered. Maybe surround yourself with people that are already where you're trying to go. Who you're surrounded with is big. And I do feel like there's someone, I don't know how this fits in with this reading, but there's someone coming back around from the past, possibly in May. Someone's circling back around from your past. Okay. That's what I see for you, Taurus. Take care, like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates. I'll see you next time, Taurus. Thank you. And then I'm going to just go with the theme. Taurus is earth energy. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Capricorn. I mean, not earth energy. Taurus is water. No. Air. No. Yeah. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah. It's earth energy. I'm going to go ahead and go to Capricorn next. Capricorn, how you doing? Like, share, comment, Capricorn. Thank you. We're going to take a look and see what changes are coming in for you in the month of May for Capricorn. What changes are coming in for Capricorn in the month of May, Spirit? Please and thank you. Capricorn in the month of May. For some of you, you may be walking away from love or some type of connection or relationship. This may be difficult. Yeah, you may be turning your back on someone or something that you love. For some of you, you could be leaving a current place, moving, physically moving to another location, or making some type of move from one place to another. I feel like there is some message or some clarification that comes in that gives you the oomph that you need to just go ahead and do this, make this move forward. And once you decide, it's not going to take long. This is going to happen really quickly, this change in location. This could be a change in your mind about something you previously decided. Let's see what this is. For some of you, this could be work. You're going to make a decision about work. Whatever this decision may, in fact, bring in more money for you as well. But there's some kind of move that you are deciding on in May. And you may, in fact, make the move. This will happen. You'll leave an old place and go to a new place. Because you're wanting more money. You want more flexibility, more access to more opportunities. And for some of you, you're just ready to do something different. I feel like you've come to the understanding that there's still a lot of things that you haven't been able to experience, things that you once desired to do, and it's still yet unrealized, untapped experiences or potential. It's almost like you want to know how far you can go. For Capricorn, for many of you, you feel like this is like a call from God, right? You feel like God is calling you higher or to move or to do. This could also be someone speaking on behalf of God, like a guide, a coach, someone that you look up to, that you may, reveal your heart's desire to. This may be someone that you go to receive some type of guidance or advice or assistance or instruction. I feel like they have a huge part too in you being guided in this new direction. And this could be you hearing from God as well, hearing from your divine source as well. Let's take a look here. What else for Capricorn? For some of you, there may be a challenge coming in here with the Queen of Cups. This might be someone that you're considering that may, in fact, have a lot to do with the decisions that you make right now. The Queen of Cups sometimes can come through as a feminine energy, like a mother-like energy, a nurturing energy, someone that you're considering. I do see some challenges around that. For some of you, if you have like a wife, there's something to consider around that. Or the mother of your children. For some of you, this is a mother that plays a huge part in the decisions that you make right now. You could be a mother and have to consider kids at this point. There's something about having to consider someone's position in this outcome or this decision. There's some challenge around this. This might cause, some challenges. Not that it can't be done, but this is something that will be someone that will be deeply considered. But I find that you will find the way. with the Queen of Swords and the outcome. It's almost like if there is a will, there is a way, and you'll find it. And so I don't feel like this will stand in your way of making these changes for yourself in the month of May. You'll do it. The Queen of Swords is very resourceful and is, in fact, the energy of a problem solver, a strategizer. If there is a way to make it, to do it, she'll find it and she'll get it done. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Some huge changes coming in regard to moving in some type of way. You're walking away from where you are right now, making the decision to go ahead and move forward. That's what I'm seeing for you, Cap. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell. Let me know how it resonates. Take a moment to comment and let me know. I appreciate it. Thanks, Capricorn. Bye. All right. Let's go on over to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome. Welcome to tonight's reading. We're taking a look to see what changes are coming in for you in the month of May. All right, let's take a look for you, Virgo. Like, share, comment. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing. And let's take a look and see what's coming, what changes are coming in for you, Virgo, in the month of May. What changes are coming in for Virgo Spirit for May? Please and thank you. What changes are coming in for Virgo in the month of May? That was too many. Ooh, okay. So I have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords coming out, and the Tower. I almost feel like you could be there's something coming, a sudden change coming in, and it has to do with two feminine energies, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Gemini, Libra, or Taurus. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, excuse me, not Taurus, Aquarius. Someone may be tossed out of the picture. I feel like there's going to be an exchange of energies, a walking away from one, or maybe even both of these energies. There's going to be a sudden change to happen within a connection, right? And so, yeah, there's something changing here. There may be a bit of karma dealt in the month of May for someone. There may be a bit of karma dealt for someone in the month of May. I feel like there's going to be something about a message coming in around love, some action or decision being made that is going to clarify a situation or deal some type of justice in a situation in the month of May for you, Virgo. Things may get a little heated in the month of May for you. Let's take a look. What's going on for Virgo? There's something destined about this. taking place. Something about karma or destiny taking place. Like this is supposed to happen. And whatever this is will actually set you on the right course. So if you will be walking away, making decisions to walk away from someone or even a situation, there may be sudden things that happen to help you make that decision. Maybe this was a decision you were supposed to make sometime in the past, and things are going to unfold in May where it doesn't give you any other choice. It almost feels like a forced hand. For someone, this could have to do with children or a child. It could have something to do with the legal situations that arise. There has been something that has been unbalanced, and I feel like there's something that's going to happen in May, possibly to bring in the balance in this situation. So if you haven't been able to make this justified decision, there's something that's going to happen to cause this decision to be made. But I feel like this partly is also you deciding to do the right thing. Yeah. I do feel like there is some higher level guidance here in your decision. I have the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Empress. It almost feels like you could have people or several energies that's giving you advice around this subject, people that you trust, people that are trustworthy, people that you may look up to. They may have some level of influence. They may help you be empowered in some type of way. There's some guidance that you're receiving around this from someone or several energies. And in regards to this situation, I feel like there's something about the children that may come in as a challenge here with what's going to happen in May for you, Virgo. Yeah. At the end of May, you'll definitely have more clarity with the Knight of Swords on, what needed to take place or even how you can effectively move forward. Through May, there's going to be a lot to take place. And through whatever that is that takes place, it leaves you with more clarity about what you need to do, how you need to move forward, the situation as a whole. For someone, this is possibly some type of issue, possibly between two different feminine energies, maybe torn between two, trying to do right by both. I don't know. That's the energy that I got. There's something that's going to happen, though, that's going to be out of your control in many ways, that's going to cause you to make certain decisions or react in a certain way. This may, in fact, have something to do with the law getting involved as well. But I do see that you have several energies that are helping you make decisions and guiding you. It could be a motherly figure. It could be a fatherly figure. It could be some type of guidance, like a spiritual guidance. I'm getting Libra, Cancer, and Taurus energy for that guidance. So May is going to be kind of heavy. And I feel like this is all about you moving away. I don't know if you've been stuck in a situation where things just have been really stagnant, right? Maybe this is changes that you know has long needed to be made. You just have found it hard to make it for some reason. Well, May is going to bring some events to offshoot that change, okay? So for whoever this is resonating for, be ready for it, okay? Lots of change coming in May. Some of it is unexpected. All right, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by. And next time I will see you. Like, share, comment. Please let me know if it resonates. And if you have not had a chance, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified next time we go live. All right. I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye. All right. Who's next? What sign should we do next? Let's do our fire signs. Let's do Sagittarius. Saggy, how are we doing, Saggy? I hope you are fine this evening as we head into our weekend. Let's take a look and see what's coming in May for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the Archer. So what is changing? What's coming in? What type of changes are coming in for Sagittarius in the month of May, Spirit? Please and thank you. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Sagittarius, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing. And let's take a look for you, my Saggies. For Saggy, what changes are coming in the month of May? Okay, so I have the Three of Cups, the High Priestess and the Moon fell out, okay? So, excuse me, I do feel like you are moving away from, this feels like the Three of Cups. This could be people that were once close, people that you hung out with, people that you went out with, you partied with, you floated with. You're leaving a certain group behind. And it's almost as if it's time. There's something about it being time to do this and knowing that it's time. For some of you, you could have had like specific dreams that connect to this moving away. Let's see. This for you, Sagittarius, could have something to do with work, specifically the work environment, knowing that it's time. There could have been things that have taken place that just kind of solidifies what you may have already known subconsciously, but it's coming to the forefront. It's coming, to the point where it's totally just unavoidable, undeniable. Okay. So May may be a month where you are moving or distancing yourself from certain energies. And it has something to do with possibly work or some type of collaboration of some kind. And this may have something to do with what you do, you being seen in a certain way, right? There's something that's going to happen in May that causes some distance or that cause you to move away from certain energies. I almost get the sense like this is you deciding to kind of start putting together what it is that you are working on. I feel like that there's something that's being created as far as where you're moving to or what the future will look like for you. There's something that's being structured or created, and you may be being led by that when it comes to this part of your life that you're moving away from. It's almost like you're creating something new, a new space. Yeah. The Ace of Swords is coming out. There's something about accepting the truth of this, though. Something about being able to see this new beginning or the truth of this, something that's being revealed to you. And being empowered to do it as well. Whatever this is, I feel like it's going to require, which comes through as a little bit of a challenge for you, being able to strategize and avoid loss while accepting, you know, while accepting the increase that's available. There's something about the challenge of not losing while making this transition, while at the same time increasing. Something about avoiding loss here and strategizing, the need for a strategy to avoid loss and to welcome abundance at the same time. So there's something about being able to move appropriately or strategically, skillfully. Yeah. The Judgment comes out for your last card, which is very interesting because it's almost like something still being resurrected from the past, moving towards something being resurrected from the past. So, or it all may just come together in the end. Like it all may just, like it may be that you're seeing things in part as you're moving away, being led by your intuition to do this. There's something telling you that there's something that needs changing, and you don't really see the clear picture of it. You don't see it in clarity yet, but there's something about moving in faith that the picture will be made clear. Some revelation will come and make it clear. Yeah. There's something about needing to move by faith, though. Needing to move by faith, not having to see the whole picture of it, but moving and trusting as you're moving that everything will be put in place as you're moving. Or you'll get the information that you need as you move in faith. Yeah. Not having to see the whole staircase, just taking it a step at a time as the steps are being revealed to you. Okay. So you are changing. There's something about your the energies around you changing. There's something about that. For some of you, this could actually even be like a spirit team or the supporting energies that are around you right now. This, for some of you, may not even be in the spiritual, in the physical realm. This could be solely in the spiritual realm. So take that how it resonates, okay, Saggy? But major changes coming in your surrounding support, okay? And it has everything to do with where you are going, okay? I feel like you're getting an upgrade. That's for you, Saji. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Make sure you comment, Saji. Support. Like, share, subscribe if you have not. Thanks for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle. Till next time, Saji. Take care. Bye. All right, that was Saji. We're going to go ahead and go over to Aries. Aries just got through spending a whole month of birthday time. Welcome, Aries, to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look to see what changes are coming in for you in the month of May. Aries, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not yet. Make sure you hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing and you're enjoying the energy and the content being produced on this page. Thank you. Appreciate it. All the love and support for Aries. What are the changes coming in May for Aries? So for you, Aries, I feel like this is going to be a very healing month for you. If there were things that you've yet to heal from and get over and release, things that may have caused you to believe that kind of got the raw end of the stick, right? I feel like you'll be releasing or walking, moving away from those things, leaving those things behind, and really accepting what it is that you feel like you are deserving of and worthy of. For some of you, you could be right now in the energy of just overworking, multitasking, just doing everything for everyone. Something about May that's going to cause you to walk away from this energy and possibly put something down so that you could have more time for yourself. I almost feel like someone is in like sacrificial lamb energy, like you do everything for everyone. And then it's almost like you sometimes don't even have, enough left for yourself. And so I feel like you'll be moving away from this sacrificial energy and positioning yourself like to receive what it is that you deserve. Okay. I don't feel like you'll be bending over backwards like you usually do. Okay. Something's changing about that in May. That doesn't mean that you don't love, right? You can still love and say no or say that doesn't work for me. I think you're walking away from that. Because there's some part with the Queen of Pentacles that you recognize you may have been neglecting There's some part of that you may realize that you've been shortchanging yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. Um, Not only does she give a lot, but she demands reciprocation. She demands to be balanced and grounded and, very stable. And if there's anything that doesn't allow her to exist in that energy, then she has to change it. Because anything else would be outside of her very nature. It wouldn't even be aligned with her. So there's something about being called back into balance for someone with your natural state of being, who you really are. You may have been feeling like you just haven't felt yourself lately, right? So you're just wanting to come back home to self. You feel like something's been off lately. Maybe you've been used to being treated a certain way and you just haven't felt, something feels like it's off lately. For some of you, this is an energy, the King of Swords. This could be someone in your energy, in your ear, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is a masculine energy. There's something about this person that could even be telling you that too. Like, you need to get back to yourself, get back to doing, things that make you feel whole and loved and fulfilled. This person may be supporting you in this move back towards yourself. This shows up as a energy that's guiding you to do what this is, which is moving away from overdoing, overworking. So there's something that comes in as a challenge right now during this time. You may be challenged with where it is that you're choosing to engage with your higher power. You may be challenged with what you're being called to do right now when it comes to exercising your belief system and your values. You may be challenged with your values. They may be changing right now. You may be seeing some things different. The way you're believing may be changing right now. There's something about that that's coming in as a challenge right now. Something about tradition, values, beliefs, maybe even the way you're seeing your higher power. Yeah. So May is going to bring in some sudden change that's going to bring you back to that fiery aspect of yourself. right? It ends with the Tower to the Queen of Wands. Whatever this is that comes in as a challenge this month is really just going to bring you back to your vibrant, beautiful, unmatched self, right? It's just going to bring you right on back home to self. I feel like through the course of the events in May, you come on back home to that energy that you realize has been missing. Okay. So May, I do feel like there's going to be some things that you realize you need to get back to. You need to reprioritize how you are divvying out yourself, your energy, your resources, maybe even. And this is all going to cause you to make some changes that lead you back to placing yourself back in the place of importance in your life. I feel like it is true that you can only be as good to others as you are to yourself. And so be good to yourself. It's okay. It's okay to prioritize yourself. And I'm sure those that depend on you and love you will appreciate that as well. Because the more you give to yourself, the more you will have to give them. Okay? So you'll be coming on back home to self in May. Coming back home to some things that, prioritize you in your own life. All right. Thank you, Aries, for stopping by. All right. I'll see you next time. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you comment too. Okay. Want to hear from you. All right. Next, we have Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Thank you for stopping by. I want to invite you to like, share, comment if it resonates, or if you just want to comment, subscribe if you have not. If you find yourself subscribing, hit the bell so you'll be notified in case we go live in the future. It is always a pleasure to have you, Leo. Let's take a look and see what changes are coming through for you in May. For Leo, what changes are coming through for Leo in May? What are the changes coming through for Leo in May? Okay, I'm going to place this on hold. My battery, it goes down so fast. 1 second, Leo. Okay, I'm back. So for Leo, what changes are coming in for Leo? Let's take a look, Leo. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you have been like putting the pressure on, putting the pedal to the metal, like working very hard, maybe around the clock, or maybe doing more than you'd like, right? And putting pressure on yourself to perform and to meet deadlines and to make things happen. I feel like in May, you're going to kind of, for some of you, you may be taking a break. I feel like if this is your normal flow, if this is your normal mode, your normal MO, your method of operation, method of operandi, I feel like you'll be moving away from this energy in the month of May. Now, I don't know if it's going to be permanent or if it's just going to be you deciding to take a different method. If you've been one to give a lot, to do a lot, to just put out a lot, I feel like you are going to be changing up that energy. and maybe not pushing so hard, maybe not looking to output so much energy. Yeah. And for some of you, if you have been in this very relaxed, sitting back, receiving energy, it's going to be the opposite, right? You'll be giving more. And so if you are used to just giving and outputting a lot, it's going to be the opposite. And if you're used to just receiving, it's going to be the opposite, right? So place the energy wherever it goes for you, Leo. Okay. I'm getting, if you're someone who carries a lot of masculine energy, that's a lot of doing energy, right? You're going to be kicking it back and really sitting back in your feminine energy for a change. And if you're someone who's used to being in very heavy feminine energy where you just kind of sit back and receive, you're going to kick into your masculine energy. So whichever that is for you, it's going to be like the opposite. And I feel like for someone, you're wanting to create like a different experience. For some of you, you are creating something different that requires a different kind of energy, right? You are deciding to move towards something different that causes you to have to move different. And I'm feeling a lot of feminine energy though. And so for someone, whatever this is that you're creating or moving towards is causing you to want to move more in through your feminine energy with the moon. Some of you may even be wanting to tap more into your intuition as well. That's what I'm hearing. And experience things that you haven't necessarily even thought of before. So you definitely going to be moving differently in May. I can see that. Let's take a look. What else comes out for Leo? There's something about the past, about maybe the childhood energy that's piquing some type of curiosity, or that will be leading you independently. It'll be leading you independently. There's something about being guided solely by what it is. There's something about May where you won't really necessarily be considering those that you usually consider. I feel like you'll be driven by independent thought. This might even be tapping into childhood memories. Childhood memories may be striking up in May, reminding you of very significant points in your life, in your younger years, for some of you. There may be specific things that you remember in May that's going to spark some specific energy that's going to be significant. Seven may be significant for you in May. The Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands comes out. There's something about choices decisions that is being emphasized for May. Choosing carefully, choosing wisely, taking time to make choices, and boundaries may be a challenge in May. And I don't know if these are coming in as challenges because you're deciding to move differently, boundaries and choices. And so why is this coming in as a challenge for Leo? The Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords. So something about you being able to make these decisions, being in this very assertive energy comes in as a challenge. You being in assertive energy to be able to set good boundaries and make the necessary decisions, make careful, wise decisions. There's something about that that may come in as a challenge around this new movement, this new energy. This may have something to do with the expectation, right, put on you during the month of May. That's coming in as a challenge, okay? I think overall, though, these changes will prove to be beneficial, not only for you, but even for those around you, those depending on you. This is going to be a good change for everybody. The Ten of Cups comes out, which is really good connections, really good relations with those that you're connected to. Yeah. And so this is going to be a welcome to change, even though I do sense a little bit of challenge around making that shift, like with your decisions, and it may shift your ability to set boundaries with this new change, right? That might be a little bit of a challenge making that transition. But there's something about a change being needed, kind of like everything feeling like it's become blasé, right? There's some new spark needed for everybody, right? And so whatever this is, this new direction, it's going to be like a refreshing change for everybody. I like it. Okay. And so whatever that is that you're planning to, dabble in or change up this month, it almost feels like the opposites of energies. Whatever energy you're usually in, you're going to do something totally opposite of that. And this works, it works. And so have fun, Leo, whatever that is. All right. Thank you for stopping by. I love it for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what this is. I'd love to hear about it. Okay. Comment. That was for Leo. Thank you, Leo. I always forget to put up the banners on certain signs. I forgot. But I'm going to give a couple of seconds for Leo's banner to go across the screen. All right. And I hope you guys are well, Leo. I hope to hear from you. Comment below. Let us know what this is that you're thinking of changing in the month of May. Let me know how it goes, okay? Being that it ends with the Ten of Cups, it's going to work out, not only for you, but all those that are connected to you too. So have fun with it, Leo. All right. Till next time, Blood Moon Oracle. Bye. Let's do Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We'll be taking a look to see what changes are coming in for you in the month of May and see how that's going to work out for you, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you find yourself subscribing for the first time, hit the bell so you'll be notified in case we go live, okay? Comments. Let me know how it resonates, what your thoughts are about the reading. Gemini, what changes are coming in for you in the month of May? What changes are coming in for Gemini in the month of May? I feel like there has been things that you've been wanting to know or find out, maybe information you've been seeking. You may be releasing that need to know and just, accepting what it is in the moment until it just comes to you instead of going after it, right? You're going to release that need to know. I feel like for some of you, there's going to be disappointment, connections that you'll be releasing finally. Or I shouldn't say finally, I should say, it's time, right? You'll be closing doors to things that have caused disappointment or heartbreak. You'll be just finally moving forward from that. I feel like for many of you, you'll be moving away from things that and people that try to hold you back or that has tried to keep you limited, like those that are only a certain level of success. They never saw you going a certain, height or a certain, distance that will bring you victory. They limited you. I feel like you'll be moving away from anything and anyone that limits you. You'll be actually allowing yourself to experience success and victory like you haven't before. So you may be moving away from things that feel old and stale and allowing yourself to experience new things. You also may be moving away from people that feel like they're better than everybody else or better than you. This gives me the energy like a hostility type of energy. People that don't eat regular mustard, they have to have Grey Poupon. Um, it's that kind of energy. You'll be moving away from that kind of energy. However, that shows up. I feel like you have been analyzing people and analyzing things. You've been watching, and there's some truth that you have come to realize. And that's why you're going to be walking away from some things and some people, because you see things for what they are. You see people for who they are. And you understand that, you know what, this is not worth my time. It's not worth me stressing over or losing my cool. I'm just going to move away because I don't have time. I don't have time, right? So I feel like you've been watching a lot. You may not have been saying a lot, but you've just been sitting back, just watching, just observing. Right? People may not realize how much you've been watching and observing. Like you may have been playing detective for a while now and just, getting as much information as you can. But and there's some realization that you have had here. What is this realization that Gemini has come to? What is this realization for Gemini? Yeah. This realization may be around your connections, your relationships, and maybe around love and you desiring something different. If you have had a certain type in love, this may come to a point of where you're no longer looking for that type, like you are changing something that you usually are expecting or you're usually trying to pull in, right? And it doesn't have to be love. I do feel like love comes through because the Three of Swords came out. But if this is anything else, this is you um, realizing that you can actually find this level of fulfillment in more than just what you thought it was previously. Like there's more options available, there's more ways to get it or to create that level of fulfillment. I feel like that is what is guiding you through this change or to this understanding, this clarity now that you have around what that is. But I do feel a heavy sense of love coming through here. It could be a love of something too. It doesn't have to be love itself. It could be something you enjoy doing a lot. There's a realization that there's more than one way to get to this level of fulfillment that you have come to in this one way in the past that's no longer working for you. Now, as you make these changes, I do see there's some worry coming in about, I don't know if you're worried about someone else. The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands came out. You're worried about competition in some type of way, or you're worried about someone in particular. Who is this Queen of Wands? Or are you doubting whether or not you can do this? You can do it. Let me see. What is this Queen of Wands for Gemini? Yeah, it's competition. You may be wondering if you have competition, right? The moon here, the Five of Swords, if anyone's competing. Let's see how things will turn out. Maybe you do know who this is and you're wondering if they're still in the picture. Well, when it's all said and done, we have the star and the outcome. So that means you do get what it is that you desire, what you wish for. I feel like this is you recognizing too that you are the star. Like there is nobody that can compete with you when you are in your own lane. There's nobody that can do that. And so all you have to do is find your lane and go in it. Nobody can compete with you there if you are worried about competition. Find your most authentic space and flow in that. And you will be uneffable. Okay, Gemini. And I feel like you do find that because you have the star and the outcome. You're being guided right to where you belong. And no one will be able to take that. You have the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords. This new beginning. People may be watching you and wanting to take it, but they won't be able to. Because nobody can be you better than you, okay? Just know that you are the star of your story. And for those that want to come and be a part of your story, right? You're the star, okay? You get to dictate what that is, what that looks like, and who gets to be a part of that with you. You are the star, okay? That comes out in your outcome. So that means you get whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're willing to work for, okay? That's for you, Gemini. All right. I hope that made sense and resonated. Let me know. Comment and let me know, okay? Like, share, comment. Blood Moon Oracle here for you, Gemini. All right. Next, we have Libra. Libra coming in here. Let's take a look and see what's happening for Libra in the month of May. Hi, Libra. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the energy and how it's changing for you in May. What changes are coming in May for you? For Libra, what are the changes coming in May for Libra? Libra, how you doing? Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have not, hit that bell so you'll be notified in case we go live in the future. Now let's see what changes are happening in May for Libra. What changes are happening in May for Libra? What changes are happening in May for Libra? We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be in a really icy energy. And if anyone comes through trying to offer anything, you may not be accepting it, Libra. You may be shutting everybody down in May because you just in that kind of mood. Like, don't play with me. Do not. Okay. I feel like you're going to be declining offers in May. And people better be careful around you because you're holding your sword real close. And if somebody say just the wrong thing, off with the you know what. So you're real cutthroat in May. Your patience may be short. Your tolerance may be low. Your standards may be real high. I like it. What usually tickles your ear when it comes to that fast talk, yeah. They won't get very far with that energy with you and they. You may be very expressive in May as well, saying exactly what's on your mind. You're used to holding back what you really want to say, but you're going to be speaking every bit of your mind in May. I feel like you stepped into an energy where you realize there's something that you need to take care of for yourself. The Queen of Pentacles comes out, which is very grounded and balanced, very nurturing, very connected with self. And this is an energy that is very responsible. right? First with self and then outwardly. This is an energy that takes care of self first and then gives from the overflow. It's very responsible energy, right? You'll never find the Queen of Pentacles giving all that she has and then going and asking for what she needs. You won't find it because the Queen of Pentacles is responsible with what she has and knows how to keep herself in a position of abundance so that she's never in need, right? There's something about that coming through. So there may have been, just things that have happened that led you to be in the Queen of Swords energy, which is really cutting everybody off and thinking of yourself right now. That's it, and that's all. I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, there were some things that happened that you felt like you were left out in the cold. Conflict that happened where you felt like you reached out for help and no one responded. And so this is why you're in this energy in May. This is in response to being led to a place where you were able to really see how you needed to kind of position yourself to be more equipped, position yourself to be more assertive and more aware, right? And, more honest and expressive about what's really going on. Yep. It's like, forget being quiet and nice. Let me just say what's really going on. Let me just put myself first, since everybody is putting themselves first. Forget trying to be nice. That doesn't work, right? That just gets you left out in the cold, you know? And so why not put myself first? That's what I feel like the energy is that you're in. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles energy. And when you do that, there's this understanding that, ooh, I do have enough. I always have enough. All I have to do is really just take care of, myself. Take care of myself first, which is one of the most difficult things, especially when you're learning how to do that. Maybe these were lessons that you needed to learn to bring you to this Nine of Pentacles energy. And so this is, things that needed to happen to kind of place you in the right energy so you can see what it is that you have and the value of what you have too. This has been the challenge for someone here. There's a Libra that has had a very difficult time understanding that you are your very best asset, right? And when you learn to take care of yourself first, everything else usually falls into place because we teach people how to treat us. And so when we put others before ourselves, then they put themselves before us, right? But when we put ourselves before others, then we teach people how to value us as well, okay? And I'm not saying that in a cocky way and like to be overbearing and just no, I'm saying to learn how to place people where they belong. You always take care of self. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is saying that very loudly. You always take care of self. Okay, that's your number one priority. All through nature, we see that. We see this idea of a mother, having to really take care of herself so she's available for the offspring. How else can you be available if you're not taking care of yourself? And I'm not saying that you have kids. I'm just saying the concept of being able to take care of yourself so that you can position yourself, if necessary, to take care of others. But there's something about this, you just needing to take care of yourself right now. Nine of Pentacles energy. There's a challenge there. You may have things pulling at your heartstring to go back to old ways, but remember what it felt like to be left out in the cold. Remember what it felt like when you called out for help from those that you ran to help them and they were nowhere to be found. Remember what it felt like to be in conflict in that moment when you really needed someone to come through for you and no one was there. Not that you'll always have to be in this energy, but right now in May, you're being called to be in this energy. Okay, to put yourself first. There's some very valuable lessons that are being learned. Everybody involved is learning this lesson. Okay, this is your lesson. And so we're moving away in May from nice girl, nice guy. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say. And we're moving into assertive energy. And the outcome is you ending up being the star, you getting what it is that you desire, okay? You being replenished and poured back into. Because again, we teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves, right? One thing's for sure. If don't nobody pour into you, it's okay because you're pouring into yourself. You're going to be taken care of. The problem comes in when we pour into others that aren't pouring back into us. Well, right now, Libra, you're being asked to pour into self. Okay, you'll never go wrong with that. So that's what I see for May. Okay, take care of yourself, my babies. Choose you. Okay. All right. I love you, Libras. I'll see you next time. All right. Bye. Make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know if this is you, how that's working out during May. And if Spirit has already been talking to you about this, comment. Let me know, okay? All right. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. All right. That was Libra. And then we have Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle, where we're going to take a look at the energies that are changing in May for you, the sign of Aquarius. Like, share, comment. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And big on the comment part. Let me know if these readings resonate, how they resonate, what you think of the readings. Comment, okay? And if you have yet to subscribe, please do so. Let me know how it's resonating. Hit the bell if you are subscribing for the first time. Aquarius, let's take a look at you. What things are changing for Aquarius here in May? What's changing for Aquarius in May? The month of May. For Aquarius. What is it? Okay. Okay, so I see the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in the month of May with the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you'll be pulling back in May. The 10 of Wands is in reverse. So that means you won't be hauling or doing as much as you usually do, Aquarius. your load will be lightened because you won't be carrying as much as you usually carry. You're not accepting offers this month, possibly. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups comes bringing offers. You may be turning down offers, turning down the offer for work, possibly. I see you moving away from this energy. And I feel like you might be going on like some type of sabbatical or some type of vacation, some type of celebration or gathering that you'll be, taking some time off for, or you'll be putting down work in order to pick up the energy of celebration. Yeah. You may have something planned with your close-knit group this month. Some changes I'm seeing coming in. And it almost feels like the energy of working smarter, not harder, right? It's something that you'll be changing this month where you won't be working as hard, but whatever that change is going to lead you to more abundance, though. Working harder, working smarter, not harder. That's what's coming through. You'll be managing and balancing what you have, focusing on, managing the money better, focusing on bringing more in instead of spending more this month, focusing on just being very appreciative and thankful for what it is that you do have, right? Sitting in that energy as well. So it's almost like there's some kind of intentional program or intentional structure that you'll be following this month in May. There's something about decisions coming in as a challenge. It could have something to do with love for some of you. Some decisions or love comes in as a challenge in May. Lovers is also giving me the energy of balance, staying balanced in some type of way comes through as a challenge. If you're used to being a giver and a doer, it's going to be hard to step out of that energy and switch over into receptive energy. Stepping out of your masculine into the feminine for someone that's going to be difficult. Let's see. Anything else for Aquarius? You'll do it. It's going to be hard, but it's doable. The energies that I'm seeing is the King of Swords, which is the master strategizer, right? The problem solver. It's air energy. So that's right in your vicinity, Aquarius. And then the Page of Cups. So I don't know if there's going to be some type of message that's sent to you from someone. That's what I'm getting. A message around love. But also ending up in this very masterful energy when it comes to being able to work out any kinks. And if it's not a message of love, this is you being able to receive the information and move in it to do it. So it could be a message. It could be an internal message that you get of something that you need to do or a way that you can get it done. And then the King of Swords brings in that doing energy, that strategizing energy. So I feel like you will be, you'll be able to accomplish what you set out to change in May through strategy and listening to the guidance or the ideas that are brought into you. Who is this Page of Cups? So the energy around the Page of Cups is the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. And that feels a lot like that feminine energy. This Four of Swords is laying back, relaxing, letting, your money work for you, possibly, even while you sleep. Passive income, maybe, or just sitting back, relaxing, resting. If you are going on some type of retreat or vacation, this is you allowing things to stay balanced with the Six of Pentacles too. Reciprocation. Don't give out more than you're receiving. Okay. That's the way to stay balanced. And in that feminine energy, that may be what actually brings in that abundance too. Because you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and what was the other one? The Ten, the Queen, and there is another Pentacle. But, this is talking about you bringing in abundance in a different way this month by receiving. And so definitely something changing for you. I feel like your energy will be shifting. But that is what I see for you, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by. Comment. Let me know if that resonates. Let me know what's shifting, what you got in the works. You feel like you're starting like some type of new regimen or some type of new, it almost feels like, how they have 10 days to your abundance or, 30 days of a mindset shift, like some type of plan like that. Let me know what it is, okay? I'm always up for the mental level up too, okay? That's for you, Aquarius. Like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates and what you think, right? Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell if you are subscribing for the first time, and I'll see you next time. With that, we're going to get into our water signs. First up, we have Cancer. Hey, Cancer. Welcome. So let's take a look at Cancer and see what is changing in May. What will be changing in May? So, hi, Cancer. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And we're taking a look at the energy, the changes that are coming in the month of May. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you feel led. Let us know if we are, resonating with the message. Any comments you want to make, right? Feel free to do so, okay? So let's start for Cancer. What will be changing in May for Cancer? Okay. Ooh. That's too many. What will be changing in May for Cancer? So we have the Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Okay. So I feel like for you, Cancer, some of you may be walking away from, I'm almost seeing a few people, maybe a group of people. For some of you, this may even be like a spirit team. You may be getting a new group of spirit guides, or requesting more spirit guides. I see 3 people either leaving, or there could be 3 people coming in. But there's something about receiving new messages, receiving or walking away from an old way of receiving messages. Walking away from, there may be something changing about your how you, like some type of procedure or a way that you do things. I feel like this is something that's changing there. It could be who you do it with, how you do it, how you receive the information on what to do. There's something about that. The methods changing. Okay. So there's some message that you may have heard that influences this change. Yeah, there's some findings, there's some that actually gives you some level of information or clarity or idea, maybe on how to do something better, or to try something different, or to be more actually add more weight to what it is that you do. There's something about some information coming in. Or this could also be, maybe there's just a need to change it. Maybe it has something to do with, having a level of privacy with what you do. It's time to change something. And this has something to do with possibly having something that has happened that's guiding you into this change, or moving, leaving something behind, moving forward away from something. There's something here about something happening out of your control that caused you to make this decision. Maybe, but maybe it's for the best too, being guided through certain events to make this change. I don't know if there's like important, significant information that's been compromised or leaked, right? There's a need for some type of change here, though, in the methods. And something happened that guided towards this change, something outside of your control, maybe. This may be something that you will be thinking about in May. Sculpting, crafting, mapping. I'm seeing someone just thinking of how to move forward, how to navigate this change. That's going to be a challenge. How to navigate this change. And for someone, if it's not like a breach in, security or confidentiality, this could be just the fact that there's like no more excitement. Like there's a need for change to kind of reinvigorate, the energy of what's being done. There's a need to reignite the fire or the passion of doing this. That's why the change is taking place. So it could be a couple of reasons why we're moving away from the norm of what is being done and how it's being done. And I feel like whatever this change is will actually lighten the load too. You'll kill two birds with one stone. You'll lighten the load and you'll get like what it is that you desire here. We have the Star and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Whatever this is that you will end up with I feel like it's going to be turn out better than you actually anticipated. And if it is a lot of difficult work in some type of way, it will be worth it. I see one major come up, and then there's some more perks to this. There's like a couple of more perks to this. So you're going to get more than you actually anticipated. If this is you and this is resonating, you've been thinking of changing some things, you're in the energy to do it in May. This may be the perfect time to make that happen, okay? Or to make those changes. And there may be some things that happen that cause you not to have any other option, right? That Tower did come out. Sometimes that's, surprising events that cause change. So we'll see. Let me know. Let me know if it resonates, Cancer. Feel free to like, share, comment, and let me know. If you are passing by for the first time, feel free to subscribe and let us know how it resonated or how it is resonating. If this is you, you've already been thinking about this, let us know, okay? And I will see you all next time, Cancer. That's what's changing for you this month. Feels like methods of some kind, okay? All right, till next time. Thanks, Cancer. Okay, next we have Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. How you doing today? We're going to take a look and see the changes that's coming in May for you, okay? Like, share, subscribe. Let us know how it resonates, if it resonates. If you find something interesting and want to add a comment on it, feel free to do so, okay? That's what the community is all about. And so let's take a look. If you have not had a chance to, please consider subscribing, okay? Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing. Let's see what changes are coming in for Pisces. Pisces. We have the Two of Wands, the Judgment, the Two of Wands, the Judgment, And the Three of Cups, this Three of Cups is coming out for everybody. I feel like everybody is changing some part of their tribe or clan, moving away from some group that represents possibly close-knit connections that you have. I feel like in May, you may be a little bit closed off, maybe not as sociable as you're used to being. There's some decisions that are here that you may not be wanting to really deal with in May. I see you turning away from them and turning away from the information coming towards you as well. That would actually be enlightening. So you're turning away from certain things that may in fact be beneficial. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I don't know why though. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. You know something. It's almost as if you already know how it's going to turn out. You may be trying to avoid some type of ending. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Avoiding making a decision, avoiding listening to messages or things that will cause some type of illumination, awakening, some aha moment, right? Maybe even avoiding certain people, certain crowds and groups, but it's because there's something that you already know and it's going to lead to an ending. You could be a Pisces that have some kind of separation anxiety, don't like, to walk away or to close the door. There's something about that here. But you're already being guided. I see the High Priestess here, which says that you already know there's something that needs to take place and happen. You're already being guided to this. But I feel like you're trying to avoid it. In May, this is going to be kind of like the dilemma, the outpour of the energy. Yeah. There's going to be something that's hard to accept in May. Something hard to accept. Some truth. But it leads to you opening up to new ideas. Even though it did not, it leads to some disappointment because things don't turn out exactly the way that it was intended. But then it leads to the opportunity of delving into something different, something new. That may in fact be just as exciting, just as adventurous, just as fulfilling, right? And so May brings in, some changes that you may have been trying to avoid, but there really is no way to avoid it. It has already happened for many of you in your mind. You're already aware of this. And it's almost like, well, if I just avoid it, then it won't happen. Well, it's already happened, right? the moment that you became aware of it, it already took place, whatever this is. And so May is going to be a challenging month for you, Pisces, because there's some acceptance, there's some receiving of a reality that you will be faced with in May. And I feel like once you accept this, whatever this is, it frees you to start accepting and receiving this other option, right? Which may in fact end up being something even more beautiful, because it feels like you're going to have an opportunity to really delve into your desires deeper. To delve into your desires deeper. It's going to challenge you to deep dive into your creativity on a soul level with this Page of Cups. It's going to take some work, but it's going to be that much more fulfilling and deep. It's going to be deep, okay? And so prepare for May. May has its own challenges, and so let's see what it brings, okay? Please like, share, comment. Let me know what this is, because the High Priestess says you already know. You already know. It's just a matter of accepting it. It's already happened, okay? I'm going to be a little bit nosy. And even though I didn't pick the cards up, I'm going to go back and see, like, what is this? That's so hard for Pisces to receive, Spirit. What is this? That's so hard for Pisces to receive and to acknowledge. What is this? See if Spirit give us some more information. What is this? The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups, offers. These are all offers. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, offers. These are offers of some kind that you'll be dealing with in May. And if they're not offers, the knights can also be helpers. Like, it gives right-hand man type of energy, like someone that you would send off, someone who is at your disposal actually to assist in some type of way. I don't know what this could be. Very interesting energy, though. So let me know, Pisces, what this is. Let us know. Comment below. I feel like it definitely is offers coming in. Knights. And the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to just be a little bit nosy here. So this is all about action, some type of action, moving in action. So one is doing inspiration. Pentacles could be like physical aspects of the existence, like it could be money, it could be material goods, it could even be like health, right? And then Cups is like the emotional fulfillment. So there's something about taking action, doing. The Eight of Pentacles is mastery. It's working, working, working. So there's something about that coming through. Y'all let me know, because I'm always interested in the energy, how it's playing out for you, right? I'm just reading energy from this side. So please let me know, okay? Interact, please, and thank you. All right, that's for you, Pisces. I'm done. I'm not going to dig no deeper. All right, thank you for stopping by, Pisces. It's always a pleasure to read for you, okay? And we'll talk soon. And like, share, comment, okay? And last but not least, we have coming through Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what changes are coming in for you in the month of May. Like, share, comment, Scorpio. Subscribe if you feel led. If you have not, consider hitting the bell so you'll be notified when we go live, okay? What changes? What changes are coming in for Scorpio in May? I hope you're well, Scorpio. All right, so let's take a look here. What changes coming in for Scorpio in May? Okay. What changes are coming in for Scorpio? Okay. Changes for Scorpio. Scorpio, you may have been waiting on something for a long time. And this may be your month to see that come to pass because you've been waiting so patiently. So patiently. Yeah. Yes. You've been waiting so patiently with love, with, this energy of just believing and hoping and, sowing in faith. So I feel like for you, May is going to be a month where you're no longer waiting. Yeah, you're no longer waiting. And also no longer bending backwards, right? If that is the energy that you've been in, this very accepting energy, very patient. I feel like this month you are going to go after. You're going to stop waiting and just kind of strike out after what it is that you want. Yeah, you're no longer going to hold yourself back. You're going to go after it. I don't feel like it's going to be very aggressive. I think there's going to be like this very confident, feminine strength that you're going to move in this month. Yeah. It's going to be very persuasive, very powerful, and very masterful. Yeah. King of Wands, you're entering your power era. I feel like you are tired of waiting. I really do. And I feel like you've heard enough. It's like, yes, I know already. I'm just waiting to see it, right? I know. Like you may have heard The same message over and over and over, the same promise over and over and over. And you're like, okay, already. I know. Like, I feel like you may be in the energy in May, like you're not going to wait for your ship to come in. You may swim out to your ship, right? It's that kind of energy with this King of Wands. And this month may be difficult to really sit in that energy of being like content, not that you're not thankful and grateful, but it's like, it's time, right? For some of you, I'm feeling that energy, Scorpio. You're like, it's time. Like, I've waited, I've worked, I've been, diligent. I believe like everything aligns. It's time. I feel like you will be in a very masculine energy, out making things happen. Making things happen. There's something about speaking things into existence, speaking things, speaking life. So that's what's changing for you. You are no longer patiently waiting. You are pulling things into your reality. Okay, you are becoming active. And if you've already been active, you're becoming more active. You are moving more swiftly. For some of y'all, there may be someone returning from the past. You may not even want to hear that, but that's coming out in your reading. I don't know why. There may be something about where you're about to enter into in May that feels very familiar. Yeah. There's something that feels very good about it as well. You feel good about this. You're excited about this. It's kind of like, how when you've been out all day or you've been on vacation and you finally get home, it has that feel to it. There's something about this where you're entering in May. Something in May is going to feel very homely to you. Are you moving? Are you moving? Have you been wanting to move? Is that what it is? And you're finally going to move in May? And then wherever you get, after you've moved, wherever you find yourself, it's going to feel like home. There's some hidden treasure that you're going to find in May. I feel like it's been there the whole time. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing for you. Lots of interesting energy coming out. For some of y'all, this is travel. For some of y'all, this is moving. For some of y'all, this is financial. This is seeing a return on your investments. This is seeing the fruition of the promise. Yeah. And so what's changing, though, is you're no longer standing waiting for it to come to you. I feel like you are in an energy. You're like, I'm going to get what's mine. Forget the dumb stuff. Let's do this. You'll be in King of Wands energy. That's very masculine, aggressive energy. And so that's what I'm saying changing for you. You're totally changing your pace and your position this month, okay? I love it. That's right up my alley. And so that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Let me know how that resonates, okay? And let me know how it turns out, too. I have the pleasure of reading the energy, but how that plays out, I'd love to hear it. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Until next time, Scorpio, take care of yourself and hit the grind, baby. I'm there. All right. Until next time, like, share, comment, subscribe, and emphasis on the comments. But if you find yourself subscribing for the first time, make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified next time we go live. Okay. This has been an all signs reading, tapping into the changes coming towards us for May. You guys take care of yourself and let's do this. We're entering into the 5th month of the week. This is Taurus season. So Taurus will be having a special reading coming out this month as well. So I'm excited. Okay. New month, new energy, new super moon energy at that. And so, yeah, let's make the most of this. All of this that is available for us to utilize. Okay. In the highest of energy and intention. Let's do it. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of videos here, maybe one over here. Go ahead and look at that one and see. You may enjoy that one as well. So look at that one as well. And don't forget to comment. Let me know how these videos resonate. Feel free to comment and let me know what type of readings you've been waiting to see. And, you know, who knows? I may tap into that energy for you. If you have questions, you can also comment questions as well. All right. Until next time, Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Until next time, take care.